The Excellency the Ambassador of the United States of America, Ambassador Jioji Konrote. The Permanent Secretary, Mr. Youth and Sports. The Turanga Duinogo, what you saw now. The Excellency the High Commissioner of Kiribati and the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the Diplomatic Corps, the Police Commissioner, Permanent Secretaries for Education, Women, Children, Poverty Alleviation, and senior government officials, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the newly sworn-in Peace Corps volunteers. Ensemble Nak and very good afternoon to you all. On behalf of the Fijian government and the Fijian people, I am deeply honored to accept the 36 new members of the United States Peace Corps who just been sworn in. Congratulations. And I wish to convey our sincere appreciation and the gratitude of this nation to the United States government, America, and all the past and present Peace Corps volunteers who have served Fiji for the past 49 years. Over the years, I've come across members of Peace Corps volunteers, and I've seen for myself much of the good work they have done across Fiji, but this afternoon has given me a new understanding and appreciation of the organization's history and the chance for you young volunteers. Peace Corps is one of the signature initiatives of American President John F. Kennedy, as we've heard, who appointed his own brother-in-law as the very first Peace Corps director. President Kennedy wanted to harness the idealism and energy of American youth in the service of other people in other nations around the world. He wanted to establish a vehicle for promoting world peace, understanding and friendship by forging close people-to-people relationships. And in doing so, he hoped the young people who serve as volunteers would return to the United States with a new and better understanding of the lives and aspirations of people who were less fortunate than they are, who did not have access to the resources and opportunities that the volunteers had known for most of their lives. In Fiji's case, we are certainly grateful for the contributions of Peace Corps volunteers here in Fiji over the years. Working in Fijian communities, living as their communities live, with no special privileges but the frills and comfort of modern home accommodation. I'm sure you've experienced over the last 2 months. Knowledge and work experiences have brought benefits for Fiji in a wide range of areas that are all critical for our development as a young nation. And today, I'm more than pleased to welcome the new members of the Peace Corps, 94th group of volunteers in Fiji, who will continue on this proud and noble tradition. I'm aware that most of you will be serving in our rural and maritime regions, here on the main island of Itilevu, Nulevu, and in our other islands such as Menda, Kadau, Koro, Ovalau, Tabioni, and Yanuda. And like so many of the volunteers who had come here before you, you're going to serve where the need is greatest in this country. I have confidence that 2 years on from now, you'll certainly look back on your time in Fiji with pride and great satisfaction on what you have achieved as you join the nearly 2,500 volunteers who have together left an indelible legacy in Fiji since 1968. I also know that your Fiji experience will undoubtedly have a profound impact on your lives when you successfully complete your terms and depart our shores. Service has a way of testing our character and challenging our assumptions, but ultimately it makes us better and productive members of our respective societies. It challenges us to reassess our perceptions and expectations in life. As we gain more experience about each other, it is my hope that you realize that aspiration during your service here in Fiji That, I believe, is what President Kennedy would have wanted. For our part, as hosts, we will endeavor to be good hosts and ensure that you enjoy your stay with us. In this regard, I would like to acknowledge, in particular, all the host families and community leaders who are present here this afternoon. In great numbers, I can see it. Thank you all for upholding Fiji's friendly and welcoming spirit and support of the Peace Corps volunteer movement. Sa naturang marami. Sa waliw na birigol. Sa waliw na law. I appeal especially to our community leaders and humbly request that you ensure these volunteers, our valued and very special guests, are given the love and care that we Fijians are known for around the world. The spirit of warmth and hospitality that has made us proud as a nation to claim that Fiji is the place where happiness finds you. Ladies and gentlemen, as volunteers, you have answered a call greater than yourselves. You are committed to give your time, your energy, and your knowledge in service of others. That is an inspiring thing to see, and I know that you will inspire many of our people during your time here, and hopefully motivate them to follow their example. Thank you. I'm sure you were reminded before you left the United States that you're going to be representatives of your country, and that your behavior and conduct will reflect on the United States. That is very true, and that is a big responsibility. You will be very visible and important in your communities, I can assure you that. But I'm sure you would not have been chosen if some very loving, caring people back at home were not convinced that you could bear that burden. We have every confidence. And one thing that we have seen over the years is that Peace Corps volunteers represent the very best of America, as we heard from the Ambassador. You have displayed many of the characteristics people associate with Americans: optimism, generosity, ingenuity, fairness, and kindness. And that makes you very welcome here in Fiji. While we all gathered here in the spirit of service and volunteerism, it would be remiss of me not to speak on the most pressing threat we face here in Fiji, that of climate change. Indeed, it is the most pressing threat facing all humanity. In many of the communities that you will serve, you will see the effects of climate change firsthand. Last year, Fiji was devastated by the most severe tropical cyclone. You ever strike Southern Hemisphere, Cyclone Winston, which sadly claimed the lives of 44 Fijians, destroyed over 4,000 homes and about 200 schools. Every day, the rising seas pose a threat to low-lying villages throughout the country. In fact, we have had to relocate the Thai villages to higher ground, escape the closing tides. And some of our neighbors in the Pacific face an even more extreme danger, as rising seas pose a threat to their very existence. And we have actually offered to accommodate our brothers and sisters in the Pacific who will be forced to flee their homes and their countries due to the rise in sea levels. The reality is, we all wish to remain in our islands. We all wish to remain in our homes. We wish to retain our identity, our culture, and our traditions. But none of this is possible if we do not address the growing present and real threat of climate change. And we are calling on developed nations to make bold and decisive cuts in carbon emissions to arrest the current rate of global warming. And we appreciate your advocacy in speaking our truth to the world and bringing our struggle to the attention of the global community. As I speak with you all now, as you heard, the Fijian Prime Minister Honorable Frank Bainimarama is in Bonn. As he prepares to lead the ongoing United Nations negotiations on climate change as President of the United Nations Conference of the Parties, COP23. Fiji is the first small island developing state to ever hold the COP presidency. And as COP23 President, Fiji will seek the full implementation of the Paris Agreement on climate change so that we can address and hopefully control and check the source of the rising seas, severe weather events, the ever-changing weather patterns that are devastating climate-vulnerable nations. In Bonn, we will also seek to expand access to critical climate finance so that those vulnerable nations can adapt their economies to the reality of climate change. I ask for your support of our COP23 presidency, the most important task Fiji has ever undertaken as a nation. And I ask for your commitment in addressing this great threat to our planet. And I ask that you take time to listen to ordinary Fijians, men and women on the front lines of climate change who are suffering from the ravages of climate change. Welcome to Fiji, and thank you very much for volunteering to serve our beloved nation as Peace Corps volunteers. I hope that you enjoy our Fijian hospitality, and may Almighty God bless you all.
His Excellency the President of the Republic of Fiji, Major General Retired Jioji Konrote, Honorable Permanent Secretaries, Peace Corps Director Dennis McMahon, former Peace Corps Director Eddie Stice, Peace Corps staff, Peace Corps volunteers, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. Ni Sambulabanaka, Namaste, Noahia e Mohure. Good afternoon. I am truly thrilled to be with you here today for swearing in this new group of volunteers, the 94th Peace Corps group in Fiji. Alvia tavuta sara e dua navosa ni ve hindavaki, ve irato sakanaturanga e na koro bakaturanga e nabuntrao, navilata, narotake, nangarani, navaka, matanimoli, ke namata buvale keve sara ngale saka e na koro bakaturanga kausa kavuta oti sakatiko. And apologies if I mispronounced. Allow me to say a special welcome to the chiefs of the villages of Nambuntrao, Navilata, Narotake, Nangarani, Navaka, and Matanimoli, and to the members of those communities who served as host families for our incoming volunteers during their training. I had the honor to go to your province last week to meet the incoming volunteers at their training site. And while there, I saw and I heard firsthand how welcome they were and how nurtured they were as part of your communities. I would also like to acknowledge the counterparts from the sites where our new volunteers will be serving for the next 2 years, and to thank you for making the trip to Suva for this very special occasion. I understand that accepting strangers into your communities requires special trust. The trust that you put in our volunteers and the trust that they put in you is at the heart of the success of Peace Corps Fiji and the friendship between our two great nations. When I reflect on today's ceremony, I think of former President John Fitzgerald Kennedy. I know that probably for most people in the room, JFK, as he was known, is someone that you may have studied in history class. But I lived the Kennedy era, despite covering up my gray hair. I was an elementary school student when he was elected President of the United States. And I remember even at that young age, I was truly inspired by the vision that he articulated that gave birth to the Peace Corps. And as you have heard, Peace Corps, as the name, the title implies, is about promoting understanding between the peoples of the United States and countries around the world. Peace Corps also strives to help our friends around the world attain their development goals by sharing knowledge, U.S. knowledge and experience. But, just as Dennis said, it is very much a two-way street. Just as our volunteers share their knowledge, they also learn from the communities in which they work. And then they take that knowledge back to the United States when they complete their tours to help educate the people of the United States about the world beyond our borders. And I can tell you that that mutual sharing of information and learning is very robust with our Peace Corps Fiji program. Our volunteers learn so much from their Fijian communities. And in turn, the whole United States is enriched. And there is a very active network, Friends of Fiji, thanks to all the Peace Corps volunteers that have served here over the years. Well, all Peace Corps volunteer groups are special, but this group is extra special because, as you've heard, they will be taking the U.S.-Fiji Peace Corps partnership forward to celebrate our Golden Jubilee as the Peace Corps marks 50 years of cooperation in Fiji next year. Indeed, the Fiji program was one of the early Peace Corps programs established. The first group of volunteers arrived here in 1968, and I understand that since that time, more than 2,450 volunteers have served in Fiji. And as Dennis mentioned, there's been many areas of focus over those years, including education, fisheries, forestry, agriculture, small business development, and health. But our current focus for Peace Corps is the Community Youth Empowerment Project. So I really want to particularly thank the Ministry of Youth and Sports for their superb partnership in this project, which works to empower young Fijians by giving them skills they need to live healthy and productive lives. This is so important. After all, youth are our future. And I understand that currently in Fiji, over half of all Fijians are under the age of 30. So responsibility for tackling the tough challenges that we face will fall to them. And I think it's doubly important in Fiji because in addition to working to address Fiji's development aspirations, Fiji is an important global player. A prime example of this is Fiji's current leadership of the UN Framework Convention for Climate Change Conference of Parties, COP23, which is currently taking place in Bonn under the leadership of Prime Minister Bainimarama. And I understand we're wearing green in honor of that, the UN Conference on Climate Change that's taking place now. So it really is in our mutual interest for the youth of Fiji to succeed as they assume the mantle of being good Fijian and good global citizens. Mr. President, through these Peace Corps volunteers we are swearing in today, we are giving Fiji the best of America. We are giving you a group of Americans with a wealth of experience, but more importantly, we are giving you a group of individuals with an abundance of heart and a true passion to work for the betterment of people's lives and for the friendship between the people of the United States and Fiji. This project is a wonderful example of what we can do together when we work in real partnership. We thank the government and the people of Fiji for the love and support they have shown our volunteers. Ke mami sa vaka vinavanaka, kina matlanitu, e viti ke ira na lowena, e na yalo ni loloma ke na ve tokani, era vaka rataka, ke ve ira na nito no nevuli. We look forward to further building this positive, productive partnership as Peace Corps celebrates its 50th year in Fiji. Vanaka Vakaleu. Promise to serve alongside the people of Fiji.
Promise to serve alongside the people of Fiji.
I promise to share my culture with an open heart and open mind. I promise to foster an understanding of the people of Fiji with creativity, cultural sensitivity, and respect. I will face the challenges of service with patience, humility, and determination. I will embrace the mission of world peace and friendship for as long as I serve and beyond. In the proud tradition of Peace Corps' legacy, and in the spirit of the Peace Corps family, past, present, and future, I am a Peace Corps volunteer.
Ms. Megan, Ms. Marisa,
Congratulations. Mr. Baby.
Congratulations.
Ms. Bishop Cruz. Ms. Mackenzie.
Nisambula Vanaka. Nayatango Quinn, Alakomai, Colorado. Nayala Itamangu o Marika. Nayala Itamangu o Casamita. Poia na imata ni vida na vosa, awa vulida ni vera na nongo alako kinakoro. Ni satiko en ne mami vulangin dokai, na Presidenti eviti ke rotuma, Major General Jioji Konrote, no ia e mari. Na mata nitu, America eviti, Kiribati, Tonga, Nauru, ke Tuvalu, Her Excellency Madam Judith Sefkin. Na iliu ni Peace Corps eviti Dennis McMahon, veke monita lenga na ni mami vulani, katiko rawa e na somongo ke na bubale vaka Peace Corps eviti. Au waka tilo e nongu vale levu, e bure unodo vua na tulana na muni sa levu na ratu na tuit nodo ni sambula benaka. Au kidavaki ke muni kede sara na weka e ke mami mai. Namudura, matani koro, narodake, nate rumai, ke vale roa. Ni bula benaka. Ana vukundra na nongo I tokani group 94 Chinese amusu I ke mami ena vaka vina benaka. Ke mami sa wili ena matambale I toka matangale ke nakoro. Benaka na ve vaka tau de taki sa mairawa na vuli ke nakia. Na moral levu ni samai vulili na vosa itovo meke ke nangaravi koya vake koya. Nisa mai oti ena rua na vula, au sa rawa ni mai tutake ena davuta ena nemami vaka vina venaka levu ena namuni vosa. Ngo e vaka rai taka na levu ni nakemami sa vulida mai ve ke muni. Ena vakundra na nongu I tokani group 94 singing trainees, volunteers, Auvia tukuna na vinaka kena veka, ko ni vetumberi kina, medalya bora rawa kina na ngauna vinaka go. Kive kemudo nangase ni vuli na maninda ke na ivuke ni PST team ni vosota na ke vakamosi ulu ke na vaka tugalu tambura tundra ke mami na vaka una. Ana vuka mundo ke mami samai yalo matua ke te ena ve vaka ve vuli e korang ni vuli. Sa matana rongo na vosa ka senga na vosa luto. Thanks for the encouragement. Now, okay. So otina vula rua na vesusu, sakila na lavuna mai na tinana nisa de nambula. Bosota nandre dala ke na vaka saka saka. Vinaka la loloma ena muile davi drendre na kavini. Mai nunuti, mai kana. Sei, ena mawalevu. Amunu yungona se moku vale. Grazie na sili sevu sa senga ni rika ena tromuai. Sa vaka himbe ena ngauna ni bulenai. Esa damba. Esengana vosa meio doya kina na vesusu lami koni da alakava. Ke mama na gwin le dava drendre. Etalitaka na matavale vuvale o irana ngone na I tovo ke na matan drendre. Ke mama katolengata ena daka vata ke na Ministry of Youth and Sports. Go ena nondro tumbere na itamangone mera ni itaki ena nondra vekoro se itoko. Ke mami sa na I vakarao na Group 94 ena sasanga ke na garabi ni itavi ungo. Ke mami sa talitaka talenga na maitiko na vanua totokongo menonumi na kalongata isa mole manda kai sotatale.